So, January 15th, I posted on my Facebook account about Joe Rogan, pretty much asking generally if I should have been worried about uh, Spotify canceling him because there was a lot of pressure going on, or not a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure going on right now, but I'll get to that. Started with this Neil Young guy. I don't even know what kind. He's a singer or musician, whatever, and he's famous for his music. I don't even know if I know his music because there's a lot of songs that I know, that sound familiar to me, but I don't even know who sings them or who writes the music. But so I don't know. I might know some of this guy's music, but I don't know it off the top of my head. If you play one of his songs for me, and I might know it, but yeah, I was worried about it. I posted, should I be worried about Spotify removing Joe Rogan from their podcast? And I said, because Joe Rogan was corrected recently on his podcast about the whole myocarditis thing. Getting myocarditis with the vaccine versus getting it with the virus, with the COVID, and it is more likely that you will get myocarditis from COVID than you are from the vaccine. But he was under the impression that wasn't the case, and some dude that used to work for the Huffington Post, or works there still. I can remember his name. Anyways. So, and then he had this dude, Robert Malone, and some other doctor that are anti-vaxxers. And, but yeah, they were on his podcast, and then, supposedly there was a 270 doctors, supposedly doctors. I learned later that they're not all doctors, but, signing a petition, or they started a petition and putting pressure on Spotify to remove Joe Rogan. And I posted it on my Facebook, should I be worried about this? Because this will be like the third, fourth video now that I made about stupid cancel culture being toxic. And here it goes again. And I said something, the old saying, strike while the iron is hot. Well, the heat is definitely on Joe Rogan. And I said, well, they might be striking now. And one of my friends, Andrew Glass, he commented on my post saying, oh, I don't think so. I wouldn't worry that much because Spotify is not even an American company. And yeah, that's true. They're Swedish or Swiss or one of those Scandinavian countries. That's where they're from. But they have a big market impact here in America. I use Spotify. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of us here in the States that use Spotify. But anyways, they're tightening the screws on Joe Rogan. Freaking CNN is reporting on Spotify from a bad angle, of course, because they don't like Joe Rogan. MSNBC is on it now. This Neil Young guy supposedly, I just don't want to be associated with them. That's why I removed my music. Yeah, sure, but now he's still advocating that Spotify cancels Joe Rogan or remove him or whatever. And now MoveOn.org freaking jump in the mix, and Ultraviolet, which is like a freaking little sister or whatever. They're under MoveOn. They're also from MoveOn, pushing to remove Joe Rogan over. They're calling him a racist or whatever. Bottom line, it's happening. I fucking knew that they wouldn't let it go, and it's just bullshit, dude. That they want to remove Joe Rogan. That they're pushing Spotify. I hope Spotify holds strong and they don't listen to them. I mean, especially I want to direct this message mostly for MoveOn.org. Back off. What are you doing? Starting a petition to remove Joe Rogan, really? Don't you have something better to do with your time? Ultraviolet too, if you're part of this campaign. What are you guys doing with your cancel culture warrior campaign? This is a bad thing. Some of us view Joe Rogan center left, others view him center right, others view him extreme left. Nah, I don't think anybody views him extreme left. Some on the left view him extreme right or whatever as a gateway to the right wingers or something. And honestly, I don't even know where he stands. He claims that he's left on most issues, whatever. I agree that he has a lot of right wingers, more right wingers than left wingers on his podcast. It doesn't matter. Back off, move on. You got start a petition for Steven Donziger. Start a petition for Julian Assange. Start a petition to put pressure on Joe Biden to leave the Afghan people alone and let them have access to their money. So people are not starving over there. Children are dying under age 5 in Afghanistan. So much. This is time that you can be spending so much better. That's all I'm trying to say. We don't want this. We don't want to keep this freaking trajectory going, guys, with the cancel culture BS. Twitter's rampant with it. Facebook's doing the same thing. YouTube is freaking screwing independent news content creators or independent journalists on YouTube. Journalists, they're getting screwed, and they're screwing a lot of people on the left too. This is the part that people don't get. They think that they're only doing this to the psychos on the right, and it's not happening. That's not it. They're doing it to the left too, and you just don't know about it because you're probably all you watch is neoliberal corporate BS like CNN or MSNBC. MoveOn.org, back off. Find better time. Find a better use of your time. Like I said, Julian Assange, Steven Donziger, the people of Afghanistan, people of Palestine, they could use some of your help. Why don't you start a petition for them? But here you are wasting your time participating in this toxic cancel culture or censorship culture, whatever you want to call it. Get a life, guys.